How do we plant trees in a forest that's burning? How do we build bridges from rust? How do we sing out if there's no air for breathing? How do we make water from dust? How do we make water from dust? Remember those commercials with visions of the future? Have you ever paid a toll without slowing down? Thanks. You will. There's a toll, and it's been paid. Money spent, money made. We haven't slowed to think how our decisions might make future generations ill. Why should we care about 100 years from now? We'll be dead by then, so what's the fuss? And they'll ask us, how do we plant trees in a forest that's burning? How do we build bridges from rust? How do we sing out if there's no air for breathing? How do we make water from dust? How do we make water from dust? When I'm a kid growing up in New York, there's a day at school every April called Earth Day. It's the one day a year that our teachers, the grown-ups, tell us how to look after the earth. My dad works on Wall Street in risk arbitrage. He makes money betting that companies will fail. The more they fail, the more money he makes. I get home from school and I have all these questions from my dad, who knows everything and who has all the answers.
Dad, who sprays aerosol cans into the air? Dad, what will things be like when I'm your age?
Dad, how do you know all the answers to all of these questions? I have a lot of questions. Being a grown-up seems amazing. There's all this cool stuff being invented by grown-ups who know what they're doing. Grown-ups who promise to make our world faster and better. When I'm 13, my father dies, and my questions to him are now, by definition, unanswerable. How did you turn that old blue radio into a guitar amplifier? Dad, what's your favorite Rolling Stones record? What does it feel like to be in your 40s and die of a cerebral hemorrhage? I'm in my 40s now. I have 2 children. My daughter, who's nearly 4, was born in New York. We moved to London when she was a few months old. This past July, here in London, my son was born. I try to answer every one of their cries and their questions with love and cuddles, with devotion and honesty, with time, always with time. Nappies, wipes, formula packets, yogurt pots, bubble wrap, Amazon boxes, and clothing made, shipped, and outgrown after 2 wearings. 1 wearing, no wearings. And that stupid plastic unicorn bought in a moment of please. If I buy this for you, will you please shut the fuck up for 5 minutes? This is not something I actually say out loud. I come really close, but I don't. Mostly I try to have answers, but I have answers for them specifically, for the very 2 of them. Like, I could use reusable diapers. I could use metal drinking straws. My daughter is shouting that she wants hot chocolate, and I've forgotten the metal straw. I want quiet, and she's my responsibility. The whole world is not my responsibility. This dichotomy, this hypocrisy, this ambivalence, this pull between being a young person and being an old person, between having questions and having answers. This war rages on within me. As we get older, we look out for our own. Our radius gets smaller, our options start to close. We never got to take that trip. Our tempers break, we start to slip and fall. And then these children want to tell me how to live and how to die. Why should I care about 30 years from now? I'll be dead by then, so what's the fuss? And they'll ask me, how do we plant trees in a forest that's burning? How do we build bridges from rust? How do we sing out if there's no air for breathing? How do we make water from dust? How do we make water from dust? How do we lose the thread that we had when we were younger? It's not that we could change, it's that we must. Tell me, when does greed ever lead to good decisions? How do we make water from dust? How do we make water from dust? Tell me, when does greed ever lead to good decisions? How do we make water from dust? How do we make water from dust?